Understanding the biology of thistle rust, a potential biocontrol agent for Canada thistle. Canada thistle, or creeping thistle, is a perennial rhizomatous weed and is one of the most problematic weeds of organic cropping systems and natural vegetation. It is problematic in croplands, orchards, pastures, rangeland, and open forest. Canada thistle is very difficult to manage with either herbicides, tillage, or plant competition. Researchers from Montana State University, Montana Biocontrol, and the United States Forest Service are investigating how a fungal rust can be used to improve integrated management of Canada thistle. Thistle rust, Puccinia punctiformis, is an obligate fungal pathogen that infects and can reduce biomass and abundance of thistle over time. Thistle rust spreads through the root system, weakening the plant. Thistle rust occurs naturally on populations of Canada thistle and has been known about for over a century. However, thistle rust has a complicated life cycle that includes 6 different spore stages. We are assessing if thistle rust can be effective at reducing Canada thistle by understanding the interactions of the weed and pathogen. Thistle rust can be spread by collecting spores from the right stage and inoculating other plants. Out in the field, collecting inoculum material for Puccinia punctiformis thistle rust. First, we identify in late spring and early summer thistle rust by looking for bright orange waxy pustules. In early June, we identified the thistle rust in these patches by looking for the very bright orange spermagenia. Now we've come back later in the season to harvest the teleospores off the leaves. We leave the plants in the field and return in late summer to collect a later spore stage that can be used to spread infection.
So if you look at the underside of the leaves, you'll see these small black freckles, and that's indicative of teleospores, what we want for transmissible infection.
On this ramette we just cut off, you can see the fresh spores on the end of the leaves. And as you move further down the stem, you can find the teleospores inside and rolled in the bottoms of the leaves.
Okay, so this infected Canada thistle is in between the teleospore and the uridinospore stage. You can see the uridinospores here at the top. It's this brown powder. That's not necessarily what we're looking for. However, it is easier to identify. But if you look at the lower leaves, you can see that a lot of them are on their way to the teleospore stage. So this is still a good option for harvest. You can use these leaves for your inoculum.
So here we have an infected stem, and Dan's cleaning it off by wearing a glove and just scraping all the leaves off of it when it's dry and kind of crispy. We then grind the air-dried thistle leaves that have spores on them. And then in late summer, when there are warm nights and high humidity, we apply a teaspoon of the ground inoculum to new rosettes and spray them with water. For more information on thistle rust and Canada thistle, you can visit ipm.montana.edu or msuextension.org.